Somebody's in big fucking trouble. A legal storm is coming for California's biggest weed brand, Steezy. And that is how you pronounce it. The three I's are Steezy. Steezy's probably the most dominant name in California cannabis. It has the state's largest chain of retail stores with 34 locations. Its house brand is a powerhouse in pot shops across the state, and it's been the #1 cannabis-based company in California, according to cannabis data from the firm Headset. The brand has become synonymous with the young, fashionable cannabis users who power a huge portion of sales in the marijuana industry, and that's true. You'd be hard-pressed to walk into a dispensary and not find Steezy vapes. But a legal storm has been brewing for years behind these rosy sales figures. Steezy faced an onslaught of lawsuits and allegations attacking nearly every side of its business. It's been accused of defrauding customers by overstating the THC content on its pre-rolled joint, of illegally selling cannabis across state lines to Illinois and my home state of Georgia, and of selling cannabis plants that contain a dangerous pesticide. The company's also been accused of running a vast operation to illegally divert cannabis into illegal cannabis stores across California. Christina Alford, a spokesperson for Steezy, said in an emailed statement to SF Gate that the company has been targeted primarily because it's so successful. Steezy is one of the best-known companies in the industry, but that also makes us an easy target in some people's minds for lawsuits. We're proud of our operation and think that the public thinks of cannabis, they think of us, Alford said. Attorney SF Gate spoke with agreed that the company does attract more scrutiny because of its size, but that the turbulence behind the powerhouse brand could also doom it. Steezy was founded in Los Angeles in 2017 by James Kim and Tony Wang, just as California was transitioning from unregulated medical cannabis market to the legal recreational industry. Kim told Forbes in 2019 that the brand's name is a play on the word steez, a style and ease. It was designed to reflect the laid-back vibe of the Southern California cannabis consumers. Steezy quickly became a dominant force in every step of the supply chain, from growing its own cannabis to creating incredibly popular cannabis products in retail stores. Steezy appeared to be one of the few legal California brands that could thrive in the recreational market, but over the past year, a darker picture emerged with allegations connecting the company to California's massive illicit market. By the end of 2023, Steezy was facing allegations of illegal sales from multiple sources. In December, the Los Angeles Times published an investigation that tied Wang to a vast operation to illegally sell cannabis, including owning 9 different buildings that were used to conduct illegal sales. Lawyers who worked with Wang also represented the individuals charged with selling cannabis at his buildings. Separately, the Los Angeles City Attorney's Office accused Wang and 2 other individuals of using a shell company to hide their involvement and shirk responsibility tied to the illegal cannabis sales at one Los Angeles property. Wang and his co-defendants were ordered to pay $1 million in civil penalties, according to an October news release from the city. A lawsuit filed by John Abador, a former CEO at Steezy's parent company, further elaborated on these allegations, accusing the brand of running a sprawling criminal enterprise with 18 different illegal shops. Abador has since voluntarily dismissed the lawsuit, and his attorney did not respond to an SF Gate request for comment. Alford said in an email to SF Gate that the lawsuit was settled but declined to elaborate further, citing a confidential settlement. According to the Times, a spokesperson for Wang denied in December that he knew of the illegal sales occurring at his properties, and Steezy sent the Times a cease and desist letter that threatened the company would sue the newspaper for defamation if it printed the story. A lawsuit doesn't appear to have been filed. SF Gate's ballsy for publishing the story, then. Steezy has strongly denied these allegations. Alfred, the spokesperson for Steezy, told SF Gate this week that Wang did not directly engage in illegal sales, describing him as a landlord to a tenant accused of operating an illicit dispensary, and said he continues to work with the company despite the legal troubles. Mr. Wang was not accused of running the illegal store. As a co-founder of the company, Mr. Wang advises the company on certain matters periodically, Alfred said. The web of allegations was controversial within California's cannabis business community. Jared Kelo, the president of the United Cannabis Business Association, a trade group of 186 California pot retailers, said Steezy appeared to be attacking the foundations of the legal market. They're playing both sides of the market, making money off the illicit one, and then they can lower the prices in the legal market because they're supported by the illegal sales. Kelo said 67 of the association's members have pulled Steezy's products from their shelf in protest of the company, but he also said the allegations appeared to have little effect on the broader market. I haven't seen a big dip in their revenue due to all of this, so it seems like they've stabilized. So far, Steezy has avoided any serious public repercussions. following these allegations. Now that Abador's lawsuit has been dismissed and Wang fully paid the fine in Los Angeles, the California Department of Cannabis Control, which is charged with enforcing the state's pot laws and could revoke Stacey's licensing, has so far stayed silent and declined to comment on the matter in a request SF Gate sent this week. Kilo said his membership is angry that the DCC has refused to publicly confirm that it is actively investigating the serious allegations against the company. Ongoing investigations are something you can say out loud, and as a regulator, you might want to do that to deter bad behavior, Kilo said. The DCC has failed miserably to regulate this industry in a public way and to deter bad behavior. So this goes on and on and on into the class action lawsuits, the Marin County teenager, things like that. You guys can read that at our website. I don't want to take 50 million years, and this is just kind of crazy. But it's a very long story. It's very interesting. And I think it's an interesting time in our industry that we're looking at this. And $1 million is a huge fine to pay. And so if they paid it, that's I just want to hear your guys' opinion.
They paid $1 million fine.
$1 million.
Wow. That's a big
$1 million.
That's a big hefty fine, and it is interesting too to see that that removing over 60 shops from carrying Stizzy products didn't really affect their books. I think that's smells a little fishy to me.
I mean, they do have their own shops, and they do a lot of business out of their shops.
I understand that too, bro. But you know what I mean. There's only so many stores in the state of California. And
that's true, but they have more of them than anybody. They have more of them than any one operator.
Yeah,
with 34.
And so basically, for their numbers to be staying the same, then that means that they lost over 60 stores, right? So then those stores have to pick up for those sales.
Those 60 stores are all in a very dense market of Los Angeles. That organization that was floated is Los Angeles. So they lost Los Angeles, where there's probably increased competition, declining market share. There's places like Modesto and Stockton that are blowing up on the regulated side. And so they lost those stores in a tightly geographically concentrated area. It might not hurt you if that's not where you're, if that's not the most robust place where illegal sales are happening in California.
Mm-hmm.
I just mind my business. You know what I mean? I got into this the old-fashioned way, so I just mind my business.
Fair enough. I mean, this is, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. I mean, I wonder what's going to happen, because once they've paid this, and the fact that the DCC won't admit to whether or not they're under investigation, and in all fairness, I don't think the DC needs to admit to them or tell them that who they're investigating or whatnot, because that just kind of seems counterproductive, because it's just. But whatever, I do find it interesting that that Jared was unhappy about not knowing that.